Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today is Wednesday, and on a Wednesday we talk about, or I talk about, print on demand. Now, a little bit about myself and my business. My business is a printing based business here in the UK, and we do offer print on demand services to dropshippers like yourself. Now, I'm assuming if you're watching this video, if you've clicked on it because of the title, then I'm assuming you're interested in print on demand. So what I'm going to share with you today hopefully should be of some value to you. Now, in this video today, what I plan on doing is sharing with you my three fundamental tips for growing a new print on demand business from nothing, from zero essentially, on marketplaces or by your own website with Shopify. I'll give you some really useful tips and tricks that we've used over and over again to get print on demand businesses off the ground and up and running. And I'm sure if you're more seasoned into print on demand and you've been doing it for a while, then I'm sure that some of these tips might be able to help you at all. A little bit of a background on me. I've been doing this for more than 16 years, and I have sold, I've done 7 figures on eBay, selling more than 100,000 items on eBay for the last 16 years. And we've also done 6 figures on multiple Etsy stores, 6 figures on Amazon, including FBA, and we've also done 6 figures on Shopify across multiple stores as well. So anyway, most YouTubers just like to just throw those figures at you, so just, don't take anything from that at all. But basically, I've been doing this for a very long time, and I'm sure I have some things that I could share with you that might be able to offer some sort of value. Now, so I'm going to pop some links in the description so you can have access to what I'm going to share with you. But essentially, we've written a blog post on our website, which you can access in the link below, and it basically says how to make £1,000 a month selling your own designs with print on demand. Now, we've essentially 16 years now, 2024, so we've 16 years, we've been doing this since 2007 in the printing industry, and we're not only cheaper than the big print-on-demand companies such as Printful and Printify, but I can guarantee that we can offer a better service, certainly a more personalized service with your own branding and things like that. We can offer faster delivery, including next day delivery. We have better prices, I'm sure of it. I'll show you in a moment so you can compare. And just like I said, all round, I'm pretty sure that if you're just getting into print on demand now, and you're looking to sell the type of products that we offer, then I'm pretty sure that we could certainly be a good fit for your business. And if you're already doing print on demand and you are selling the types of products that we do offer, then potentially moving your print on demand business over to us as a supplier, you could maybe benefit from cost savings and faster delivery for your customers. So first and foremost, for anyone who is new to print on demand and considering getting into print on demand dropshipping, do not for one second think this is easy. It is absolutely not easy. We've worked with hundreds of resellers over the years, and I can tell you that only a very small percentage of them manage to get anywhere with print on demand. Now, why is it so difficult? So there's a couple of reasons why it's so difficult. The primary reason why I think it's so difficult to get off the ground with print on demand is not because you lack design skills or your artwork is rubbish. It's just not that at all, or whether you're selling the right or wrong products. It's not that. It comes down to cost, and it comes down to most of the print on demand companies, certainly the big ones, is they're more focused on selling you premium subscriptions for a 10% or 20% discount on their wholesale prices, because they generally know that you will really struggle to get your business off the ground, and essentially they will make more money from you selling you that subscription because you will hardly generate any sales whatsoever. So if they sell you that subscription, and that's on an annual renewal or a monthly renewal, they know that they will be able to basically earn a profit from you regardless of whether or not you make a single sale. So that's why they offer those subscriptions for it. We, on the other hand, do not offer anything like that whatsoever. You would only pay us essentially for products that you have sold, and you wouldn't pay us anything until you've actually sold something. So I'm going to share with you three, what I call are the three fundamental rules for getting any print-on-demand business off the ground on Etsy or even on Shopify. Now, depending on whether you're doing this also would apply to eBay as well, and potentially to Amazon. Though Amazon is a bit different kettle of fish. But you know, I have experience there as well, and I can possibly share Amazon, and I think that's a separate video. So realistically, in today's video, I'm going to focus on growing a print-on-demand business on Etsy and also doing it on Shopify. Now, both of those platforms are completely different, and the way you would approach it is completely different on both platforms. Now, after I share these three rules with you, I will explain to you how I think we can help you get your print-on-demand business off the ground. And then if you do want to work with us, then there will be links in the description where you can head over to our website. You can check us out and you can book a call with me or join our free seller community if you want to have a quick chat with me and see how potentially we can help you. So before let's just get straight into it. I'm blabbering on already. Right. So the first rule is to, obviously, if you're doing print on demand, you're either purchasing your designs or you're making designs with AI now these days, with Midjourney or something like that. And so your designs are probably fine, right? Don't worry about your designs. Don't think you've got crap designs or you need to. If I just had better designs, maybe I would sell more. It's not that. It's to do with your pricing, and it's to do with the way that you're actually going about your growth and how you're marketing those products. Now, rule number one of growing any Etsy store. This works not just for print on demand, for other items as well. Is the first rule is to create a regular listing strategy. Now, what that means is essentially we would want you to list every single day on the Etsy platform. And the best way to look at this is that depending on how much time you have, I know some of you are not, you're not obviously starting this off as a full-time job. It might just be a side thing you're trying to set up. So if it is a side thing you're trying to set up, your time may be limited and you may only be able to spare a couple of hours a day. Now, you may already know how long it takes you to create listings on Etsy. Once you've created a listing or two, you can usually, if you're creating the same sort of items, you can usually just copy the listing, change a few details, and then it starts speeding up. So have a think about how long it takes you to create listings on Etsy, how much time you have, and give yourself a listing goal that you can stick to. Now, if you're just starting off, we recommend 5 listings per day because it's a very small number, it's an easy number to stick to, and in most cases it should probably take you less than half an hour a day to put 5 listings up on Etsy. Or in a worst case scenario, if you are just absolutely brand new, then it's probably going to take you about an hour at the most. Now, the reason why we say that you should list every single day is because all marketplaces, with exception to Amazon, they strive off people like you who create new listings and add new products to the catalog, just to add new products. And the reason is because they charge you listing fees. Now on eBay, those are insertion fees. I know sometimes you can get insertion fees for free if you're a private seller, but we generally work with business sellers anyway, so they are paying fees. And if you are getting allowance on eBay, then that's probably through your eBay shop subscription, which is essentially you're paying for listing anyway. Again, on Etsy barely gives you almost zero allowance. I think you get 15 free listings per month on Etsy if you subscribe to Etsy Plus, which we would recommend that you do, because those benefits, the benefits you get from Etsy Plus, you get an ad credit as well. It does make sense actually to pay for Etsy Plus. I think it's only $7.99 in the UK, and the benefits you get are actually worthwhile. So once you have your listing goal, if it's just 5 a day, regardless of what you've got going on, you should make it your absolute priority to make sure you hit that listing goal every day and create 5 new listings in your store every single day without fail. That will set the base for everything else you need in the next rules that I'm going to share with you to grow your Etsy store. Okay? Now, when you list items on Etsy, Etsy will send you traffic to those items. Okay? And the more items you list, the more traffic you will get. That's just simple. So you should really focus on just growing the number of listings in your store as much as you can. The higher the number of listings in your store, the more traffic you'll get. The more traffic you get, the more eyeballs you've got on your listings, and your conversion rate will generally just be around about, what, print on demand, I would say your conversion rate really on Etsy should be around anywhere between 2 or 4%. Okay? If it's below that, then you're not doing something right. If it's above that, then you're doing excellent. Now, so all you need to do is just get more traffic to your listings. There are a couple of ways you can do that, and I'm going to share those ways with you in this video. Now, the first way to do it is by listing. You should list every single day and don't miss your listing goal any single day, because otherwise you're just letting yourself down, you're not growing your store. Keep adding new listings to your store, keep growing your traffic, and as your traffic grows, you will just start to generate more and more sales. Now, in the beginning, it's going to be really, really difficult, because yes, there are going to be a few problems. So the first problem you're going to have is that your products are very likely going to be overpriced. Okay, so you're going to be working with these print-on-demand suppliers. Their wholesale prices are not cheap, and then when you go to price up your products on Etsy, you're going to find that your products just seem well overpriced to what the market is charging, and you're probably and straight from the get-go you're going to be thinking, why are people going to buy off me? There's nothing special about my designs. How am I going to make any money selling these prices? And it generally just comes down to just volume and visibility. So if you get enough traffic, you will get sales, and you will get sales at a 2 to 4% conversion rate. Okay? So in the beginning, once you've got your listing, your daily listing goal in place, and you've started doing that, you should then focus on, right, how am I going to actually convert these page views, this traffic, into sales? And the way you do that is with discounts and promotions. Okay? And this leads us on to rule number 2. So, rule number 2 is use promotions and discounts every single day with the shortest possible duration. Okay? Now, before I get into Shopify, I'll speak about that later on. I'm just focusing on Etsy and eBay, if you like, as well. Now, on Etsy, you can set up a number of discounts which will help you turn your traffic into sales. Okay, now I can guarantee you that these tactics work. We've used them time and time again, and if you implement these strategies, they will work for you. Now, the first thing you want to do on Etsy is you want to go to your sales and discounts tab on the left hand side, and you want to pull up the there are 3 ways that Etsy will send emails out to potential customers, and they are through people who favorite your items, people who abandon carts, and people who have purchased from you before. Now, what you want to do on Etsy is you want to set up discounts for each of those emails that Etsy sets up for you. And I would recommend setting up, if you're just starting out, I would recommend pricing your products at full price. So, whatever your profit margin is, you should aim to make. If you're drop shipping, you should aim to make at least. Your product should be priced to make at least a 20 or 25%, if not a 30% net profit margin. So after all of your costs, all of your direct costs, certainly, you should be making at least a 20 to 30% net profit margin. Now, once you've priced your products up correctly, with that profit margin, to get your products up off the ground, you should set up abandoned cart emails, emails to favorites, and repeat purchase emails. And you should set up an initial offer of 55% off your list price. Okay? Now, it might sound like a lot, and it is, and it's certainly not going to make you any profit, but you have to accept this. Okay? You have to accept this, otherwise you will not get your store off the ground whatsoever. Okay? You just won't get any sales. Okay? In order to enter this market, you have to sell at a loss in the beginning. It's just as simple as that. Okay? It's the only way to do it. So it's just so competitive. So the way to do this is to set up those 3 emails: abandoned carts, favorites, and repeat purchase discounts. Set them all up, give them a unique discount code every time, set her 55% off, and just let Etsy do their thing, where they will then send out emails to people who show interest in your listings. Now, in addition to that is a one-time thing that you set up. You do adjust those rates later on as your sales get higher. You don't keep it at 55% discount forever, certainly not, because obviously you want to make profit eventually. So, but you just set that up in the beginning. I'm talking about new stores when you're just starting from zero and you have no sales. This is what you need to do. Once you've done that, you also then want to make it a daily routine on Etsy to set up a sale across your entire store. Okay, so a global sale on your store, and set that discount as 55% off as well. Okay, and you should make that discount start every day at whatever time you set it up, and then you should make it finish at 11:59 that day. That way then your sale starts at whatever time you put it on in the morning. So you get up in the morning, check your Etsy listings, you start the sale then, and then it ends a minute before midnight, which is the latest you can do it. And that's what we mean by setting your promotions to run on the shortest possible duration, because they essentially run for less than 1 day. Now you can do something similar on eBay as well, only with sales and discounts on eBay. Promotions you have to run longer than 24 hours, but you can then set it to end at 11:30 p.m. the following day. So just make sure it's the shortest duration. Now the reason you would want to do this is because if you create, the more promotions that you create, new promotions, the more Etsy will send those offers and promote your listings more often, and they'll rank higher in search. If you create a promotion today and set your promotion to last 2 weeks or a week or 30 days even, I know there are limits and stuff, but if you do that, your promotion will just age and just fatigue, and every day the promotion will just be less effective, less effective, less effective, less effective. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to set up a brand new promotion every single day, and don't be fooled about the sort of set it and forget it thing. Don't do that at all. Set your promotion up every single day, and it'll restart every single day at a different time, because you might one day log into your Etsy store at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then you set your promotion, and next day you might log in at midday because you've had things going on and you were busy. It basically means that your potential customers that Etsy are pushing your promotions to will see your promotions being set up at different times of the day, and it will vary. And when they do see your store, they'll see that you don't always have a promotion on. There are times when you don't. So it will just make your promotions seem that more legit, and your promotions will actually have the intended effect of making buyers have a sense of urgency, and that will just help your generate your first sales, and you will start to convert traffic into actual customers. So 55% is what we recommend right from the start, and you should continue to offer 55% right up until you're making at least £500 per month in sales on your Etsy store. Now that might seem like a lot, but bear with me. I've built many Etsy stores using these methods, and I can guarantee you that if you follow these methods, they will work for you. Okay, 55% up to £500 a month in sales, and then once you're above £500 a month in sales, you want to start lowering your promotion offer rates so you can start making a little bit of profit, and then as you get up to the next level, you lower it again. So after £500 a month in sales, I would recommend reducing your promotion offers. So this would include your abandoned cart offer, your repeat purchase offer, and your Etsy favorites offer. Lower those promotion rates to 40%, and your daily sale, store-wide sale, lower that to 40% as well, and offer that at 40% until you then reach £1,000 a month in sales on your store. Okay, so keep it at 40% until you reach £1,000 a month in sales. Once you get to £1,000 a month in sales, you should just do the same thing, reduce your promotion rate to 30% offer, and then you should be able, if you've priced up your products correctly, you should be able to offer an ongoing discount of 30% off your listings in order to just keep on converting that traffic that's coming to your listings, and you should be able to keep your sales above £1,000 a month in sales at a 30% off promotion. And if you keep listing every single day, you'll just keep growing your store. You'll also build up repeat business as well, and your store will just continue to grow more and more from there. Now, what happens if you get your store to £500 a month in sales and then you drop your discounts to say 40% from 55, and then your sales drop? Okay, now that does happen. We have seen that happen. So if that happens, you just go back to doing 55%. Okay, keep doing your listing. You'll keep driving more and more traffic, and eventually you will drive enough traffic that you will be able to sustain your sales above £500 a month, where you can then stay at 40% and just continue growing up towards the next level, which is £1,000 a month in sales. Now, this is why we recommend utilizing promotions every single day, and make sure you run those promotions on a shortest possible duration, just so they have the biggest impact, and it actually generates a sense of urgency, which makes people take action there and then, and it helps convert traffic into actual paying customers. Now, also one last thing, don't be fooled in thinking that you running promotions every day will have a negative effect on your store. Anyone who tells you that doesn't have a clue what they're talking about. It will not have a negative effect on your store on marketplace platforms such as Etsy or eBay or anything like that. Okay, it will not have a negative effect, so use it every single day. Now, rule number 3 would be to remove underperforming listings from your store. Now, you can do this as often as you like. You can do this daily, you can do this weekly, or you can do it monthly. Now, I probably wouldn't recommend doing it monthly. I think that's too far. I think you should be actively optimizing and monitoring your store more often. So I think the good balance is to do this weekly. And essentially, the first thing you need to know is what constitutes underperforming listings. So on Etsy, an underperforming listing is a listing which is essentially not generating any views in the last 30 days. You can turn on your Etsy stats and you can see these figures in your active listings view. You can see if it's not generating watches, likes or favorites on Etsy. These are, you don't get watches on Etsy, you don't get likes, but you get favorites. If listings are not generating any favorites in the last 30 days, then that would essentially is something that I would consider an underperforming listing, or if it hasn't generated any sales. So what should you do with these listings? Well, to put simply, you should remove these listings from your store. Now, excuse me, This doesn't mean that these are actually bad listings, okay? This just means they are currently underperforming. Now, on Etsy, there are two things you can do. The first thing you can do is you can say, hey, these listings are junk. I never liked them anyway. And you can just delete them from your store, okay? But the problem is that causes a problem, okay? And the problem that causes is that if the number of listings in your store decreases, the traffic in your store will decrease and your sales will go down, okay? That's just a simple fact. So when you're removing underperforming listings from your store, you have to be careful. If you're going to delete these listings from your store, you have to replace them immediately, okay? So if you go through your store once a week and you find 10 listings in your store which are not generating views, not getting favorites, hasn't generated any sales, you need to remove them, okay? Because they're actually affecting your store negatively in terms of conversion rates on an account level wide. If you've watched some of my other videos, I've actually explained on how that really does matter on platforms like eBay and Etsy. So if you remove them, you do have to replace them straight away. Or what you can do on Etsy is you can not remove them, you can just renew them, okay? And this will have the same effect, right? Even though they are the same items. And the reason why this happens is because more often than not, when you list items on Etsy or eBay, as they age, if they do not get traction, if people don't like them, if they don't favorite them, if they don't buy them, then they just start to get buried in search, because that's just how the algorithms work, okay? So you either remove them from your store and replace them altogether, or relist them as entirely new listings, or you just use the renew option on Etsy, which means you just pay the Etsy fee again, which is the 20 cents. And because you've repaid that fee, Etsy will then treat those listings as brand new listings for you, and it will reinvigorate them, and you will then start to get new traffic to those listings, okay? If you don't do this, they won't do anything for you. They'll just negatively impact your account in a negative way, and it will just make it all the more harder to actually grow your store. Because Etsy will just think your store is just full of junk, and Etsy will not want to send you traffic if it thinks your store is full of junk. So you need to keep it fresh. You need to keep renewing these listings just so that they are treated like new listings, so they have a new chance of being able to attract new traffic and attract new likes, watchers and favorites, and hopefully start generating some sales for you. Now, if you implement these 3 strategies alone, okay, I can almost guarantee that you will not only start to generate sales within the first month, that you will get to a £500 a month in sales within the first 3 to 4 months, and you will almost undoubtedly get to over £1,000 a month with print on demand within the first 12 months. Okay, now 12 months might sound like a long time, and it is, but this is how much work it takes. Okay, it takes a lot of work on your part for you have to be listing every day, you have to be optimizing at least every week, which is the removal of non-seller listings, and you have to be promoting every single day as well, which is the promotions part of it. So we say list every day, promote every day, and optimize at least weekly. You can optimize even daily if you want to, but all of these things do take time. So if you haven't got the time, you can do the optimization on a weekly basis instead. Now I've shared that with you. Those are my 3 fundamental rules. If you found those helpful, please do give this video a thumbs up. It really does help the video reach more people, and hopefully more people can take on board this advice and help grow their stores for them. Now let me just touch on how you should approach this with Shopify, okay? Because Shopify is a completely different kettle of fish, because on Shopify nobody is promoting your items, okay? Nobody is there to send you traffic. You know, when you set up a Shopify store, the number one question people ask is how do I get sales? And the reason why they were asking that question is because how do I get traffic is the real question, okay? It's not how do I get sales, it's how do I get traffic, because traffic equals sales, right? It's that simple. So on Shopify, you have to take a different approach, okay? So on Shopify, there are two ways to get sales, okay, or to get traffic. Number one, you see my finger, is paid ads. And number two is organic marketing through influencers on social media, okay? Those are the two ways to get traffic to your Shopify store. However, I don't recommend option one for anyone. Certainly not for dropshippers, certainly not for print on demand. Paid ads is not the way to do print on demand, okay? It's just not. Certainly not in the beginning. Paid ads can be part of a bigger marketing strategy. Once you're more established, once you're doing multiple thousands per month in sales, then you can consider some kind of paid ads campaign. And the reason is, in order for paid ads to work, not only do you need to know which items are your best selling items, because paid ads generally only works for targeting individual items in each campaign. It doesn't work as a general campaign where you're just advertising everything. That just doesn't work. And you need money to put behind that. You need a minimum of 150 quid a month in just spare money that you can just throw at ads just for testing purposes, just so you can get the algorithms to actually learn. And in some cases, you know, you could easily spend up to easily £1,000 a month in just paid ads, just to get enough traffic to generate sales. Now, so I don't recommend ads. I'm not recommend ads in this video. I don't recommend ads for anyone just starting out. So this is how we do it on Shopify with influencer marketing. So this also does cost money, okay? However, this money is much better spent with influencer marketing than it is into paid ads, okay? Paid ads, when you're just starting out, is dead money. You'll be throwing money at the wall for nothing. You'll get almost zero results. But if you think of this money that you're going to spend on influencer marketing as your ads, then you will see the benefits and you will reap the rewards of doing so. Now, how this works. So on your Shopify store, first thing you want to do, go and download the Shopify Collabs app, okay? If you don't know what Shopify Collabs is, it's an application which you can install on your Shopify store. It's now owned by Shopify. Before, it used to be called something else and owned by somebody else. But Shopify know the potential in this app. They know that it generates revenue for Shopify merchants, so they know that this is the future, right? So go and install that app straight away. And when you install that app, you need to set up your Collabs page, which is a page so people can apply to your Collabs program. They can essentially become what we call brand reps for your brand, where they can start promoting your brand. And once you set up your Collabs page, you want to set up your program, you know, your discounts, and your commission rates as well. So essentially how it works is that you offer gifted product to your two potential collaborators who are interested in working with your brand, and you offer them gifted product where you will send them samples of your products essentially, and they will then promote your products to their audience, and the traffic that they divert to your store, they will earn a commission from as well, based on a commission rate that you set. Now, there are a few nuances about how you actually go about doing this. This is the way that we go about doing it and how we actually build Shopify stores. Once you install the Shopify Collabs app and you get everything up and running, what you need to do is you need to, people will be able to apply for your program, but you actually need to be actively reaching out to people through the Shopify Collabs app. And how you do this is you can go to the recruiting section of the Shopify apps, which is on the left hand side in the menu, and you can start using keywords to find people who are interested in your products, who have audiences interested in your products, the type of products that you're selling, for example. So if you're selling print on demand products, you can just start searching for accounts that, you know, who seem like they may have an interest in the type of products that you're offering. Now, depending on what your offering is, what your print on demand niche is, that can vary significantly. Okay, so it's very difficult for me to provide any more insight on that, but you will figure out what keywords to put in to find the right accounts on Shopify Collabs. There are literally hundreds of thousands of social media influencers who work with Shopify Collabs. They're familiar with the program. It's you know, it's run by Shopify, which everybody knows, and you can reach out to them directly from within the Shopify Collabs app, and then they can then choose to accept that invite that they'll receive from Shopify, and they can then place a gifted order on your store for an amount that you've set. We recommend setting up a welcome gift, which is £20 worth of free product from your store, and then charging set a minimum spend on that gift of £25, so that they are forced to spend, actually physically pay £5 in order to order £25 worth of product. And the reason why you would want to do that is to prevent people just taking the piss and just ordering, just basically just getting free product from you with no intention of supporting your store. This works as an excellent filter to filter away people who are just interested in just getting free gifted product, which there are tons of those out there. So by having a minimum spend with a small price to pay, you will more or less eliminate these people who are a waste of time. Okay, what happens then is you reach out to people every day. You can reach out to 100 people per week via Shopify Collabs. That's the Shopify Collabs limit currently. And if you want to reach out to more people, then you can just do it direct via DM on Instagram or via TikTok, and you can just give them your Collabs application page link if they want to work with you as well. But certainly use your 100 reach out limit in Shopify Collabs. Again, if you're just starting out, you can just start with 5 reach outs per day. Think of this similar to the listing per day that you do on Etsy or eBay. With Shopify, it's just reach outs. You just need collaborators to work with you. You need to get your products in their hands physically, and this is the part where I'm on about where it actually costs you money. Because if you're manufacturing the products yourself, then obviously you have material supply costs. But if you're using print on demand, then you're going to have costs with your print on demand supplier, and you need to obviously front those costs, so you can get these products in the hands of influencers who will then market your products to their audience. That will drive an engaged traffic to your store, and then that traffic will convert and will buy your products. Now, that's pretty much basically the number one way to grow a Shopify store. Okay, so instead of spending money on ads, which is a complete waste of time in the beginning, you should spend money on sending your products to influencers. Let them choose the products. Like I said, you can do it with a gifted voucher so they can pick the products they want, because it makes more sense if if they get to pick the products, then they're more invested. Don't just reach out to them and just say, hey, I want to send you this specific product. They're probably going to be less interested. If they get to choose the products, they're going to be more invested in actually promoting it to their audience, and the results will just be better all around. If they generate sales, they'll get paid commissions, and they'll be more likely to continue working with you. And this is where we then start to introduce monthly gift vouchers, which you then send out to them on a monthly repeat basis, so they can continue to get new product from your store. It just gives them more material to create new content with, which they can then share with their audience. That then drives traffic to your store, and the whole thing just becomes a cycle round and round. It's a very simple process which works, and if you just grow your influencer, the amount of influencers you're actually working with, you just look to grow that over time. And similar to how your ad spend would increase over time, your cost of supplying free product to influencers is essentially your ad spend. That grows over time, and that just generates you more and more traffic, and you essentially end up with more and more sales. And that is the number one way to grow a Shopify store now in 2024, and I would encourage you to take that approach yourself. Right, now that I've gone over how to, those are my tips for growing Etsy stores, those are my tips for growing Shopify stores. You can get any store off the ground using these methods. Now I want to explain to you what we do with print on demand and why I think we may have some solutions which can help you out. Now, as I explained right in the beginning of this video, we are a printing business and we do offer print on demand. We offer print on demand for 3 types of products specifically. These are mugs, stickers, and wall art prints and things like that. Now, we offer personalized mugs from $6.72 a unit, which I'm fairly confident is some of the best prices you'll get. And we offer stickers from $1.90 a unit, and we offer wall art from $1.90 a unit as well. And you can actually see all of these prices in our dropship catalog. You can see all of our frameless prints range here. You can see our unit costs here. These are the costs that you would essentially be paying, and all of this stuff can be personalized with print on demand. So you can essentially create your own designs, you can sell art prints, you can sell mugs, you can sell stickers, and then we can actually produce and manufacture those items for you. Unlike Printify and Printful, where they essentially connect to your Etsy store and you have to design the product up front with them, and then you create the product on your Etsy store. Yeah, we don't do it that way. I think that's totally inefficient. You don't need to do it that way. What happens is you create the product, list the product directly on your Etsy store or on your Shopify store, and then when you sell the product, only when you send us the order details for actually manufacturing and shipping that product to your customer, then you provide us with the design. Because up until that point, we actually don't need, if you're not selling any products, why do we need your designs? We don't need anything from you until you actually start selling products. So what we'll do is every order you put through, every customized design, every print on demand design that you have, we'll store that in a personalized catalog for you, which means that the next order you put through that uses that design, we will already have that stored in our catalog, and you won't need to re-upload it the next time. So that's essentially how you can just send your print on demand orders over to us. You don't need to create your designs up front. You just create your listings. When you sell it, send us the order details along with the design for the first order. We'll then produce the design according to your specifications, and then every time you get an order for that item, we'll just ship it to the customer with exactly the same specifications. Now, in terms of the mugs that we offer mugs in a couple of options. So we offer the standard traditional, everyone knows this. This is the 11 ounce plain white mug, which you can have any design you like on it. There is a design on both sides, front and back, or you can also have a wraparound as well. There's no additional cost. We offer ceramic camper mugs, which are really popular. These, as you can see, again, design front and back, or you can have a wraparound as well at no additional cost. And we also offer the 11 ounce in various different colors, which have the colored inner or with the colored handle as well. So that is available in pink, black, red, and blue. We have a very specialized range of products which we know we can offer at fantastic prices. They've got great profit margins for you, and these are the most popular sizes of mugs which sell. Moving on from mugs, we offer stickers. which are stickers can be used for absolutely anything you like. We offer stickers in a ton of different colors. So you have all standard colors. We offer both gloss and matte colors in the colors you see here. And then we offer special colors like carbons and glitters, glow in the dark. And you can find prices for all of those in our dropship prices here under the sticker section, various sizes available here on the unit costs here, along with recommended list prices as well if you're not sure how to price your products. Moving on from stickers, we also offer art prints, and again you can use services like placeit.net, which we're not affiliated with, but they offer free basically they offer free mock-ups for wall print mock-ups, wall print art mock-ups. There you go. They offer, it's a completely free service you can use. They offer, you can do wall art. They offer a paid option which gives you more lifestyle images to use, but there are lots of free options on here as well. I think if you put in the word free in the search, yeah, so these ones are free, so you can create your own mock-ups for your wall art, which you can then use those images to list on Etsy or Shopify, and then you can sell your art prints in sizes ranging from A6 all the way up to A2, and the unit cost for these is again available under the frameless print section of our dropship catalog here. So these would be the standard, available in normal, which is a matte finish, or high gloss, which is obviously a glossy finish. There's no difference in price anyway. So those are the products that we offer. We don't offer things like hats or clothing because we have done in the past. We feel like that landscape is way too competitive, and we just don't want to be involved in that landscape, because I just think it doesn't really provide any value to you guys who are trying to actually grow print-on-demand businesses. But we do see lots of potential in mugs, in stickers, and in art prints as well. So that's why we specialize specifically in those three areas. Now, if you are interested in getting started with print on demand with us, you can get started in 7 easy steps. We've listed them here on this page. Step number 1 is book a 30-minute call with myself. I can go over our print on demand services with you, and we can have a look at what you're already doing or what you've tried before, and we can just figure out whether working with us with print on demand is a good fit for what you're trying to do. And if it is, then I can help you get started right away. Step number 2 is create a retailer account with us. That is as simple as going to this page, choosing get started with print on demand, entering your details and create an account with us. That will then give you access to your account, and you will have access to our retailer app, which I'll drag in here. You'll then have access to all of these tools, which is such as bulk upload for your orders, how to submit your orders, all this information, submitting order information such as your upload artwork, things like that, and our dropshipping rates, and also guides for dealing with things like non-receipt and dealing with complaints, dealing with negative feedback. We have lots of guides and free information that you'll have access to in our retailer app, as well as access to all of our price lists, and everything you need to get started with print on demand is available to you. You'll also be invited to join our seller community, where you can have direct access to myself, and you can reach out to me anytime, and I'll be more than happy to help you with your print on demand business. Now, once you've created an account, you should create mock images for your products. So you should take your designs, whether you design them yourself or whether you're using AI to generate those designs. You should take those designs over to a service like Placeit, and you should start creating mock-ups for your listings, and then you should start just creating listings on Shopify or on Etsy and start building your store using the 3 rules that I mentioned right at the beginning of this video. Now, when you start making sales, you would submit those orders over to us using our retailer app, which I've just shown you. You do that via the bulk upload, or you can submit orders individually through the app as well. And that essentially streamlines the process for you submitting your orders to us from multiple sources, whether that's Etsy, eBay, Shopify. We accept all those file formats for bulk upload, or you can, like I said, you can just do it the sort of the single item, single order way, which is entering the customer details yourself. You can also upload your own shipping labels, because you can buy your shipping labels through the platform directly, buy labels on Etsy, and you can upload those labels during the bulk upload or single order upload process. Once you've done that and you've sent your orders over to us, we will then print and ship your orders according to the specifications that you've set, you've told us, and we will provide tracking information if you're using our labels, or if you're buying your own labels, tracking is automatically uploaded from the labels that you're purchasing through the platform anyway, and you'll receive an invoice from us for all of your orders in one day, which we send in the afternoon. So if you bulk up your orders in the morning, we'll process them, ship those orders for you, and then we'll send you a consolidated invoice for all those orders in one go, which obviously saves the hassle of you having a million invoices. So reasons why I think you should either start your print on demand business with us, or you should consider switching your current supplier to ourselves if we are offering the products that you're selling. So if you're offering mugs, if you're offering art prints, if you're offering stickers, then you should really consider moving your print on demand business to us, because I think there are lots of benefits. So I'll just run through the benefits quickly and I'll wrap this video up. So first of all, running a print on demand business with us is you can essentially just eliminate all staffing costs and overheads. If you're currently printing yourself, if you're creating the mugs yourself already, you can just switch to us and have us do all that for you. You can eliminate any overhead that you currently have, and you can just pay a fixed cost for every product that you sell, which can help you eliminate unnecessary costs. You can essentially, if you do move your print on demand business to a supplier like us, and you don't have to have then a physical location, you can essentially run your print on demand business from anywhere in the world. We offer bulk upload, as you just saw, through our retailer app, which means you can, if you get 100 orders a day, that's fine. You can just download all of your orders in bulk, and you can just submit all those orders over to us in one go, along with all of the shipping labels in one go, with one upload, and we can process those and invoice those all for you in a single consolidated invoice, which is the bit here about making just one payment per day. We have fixed pricing with no surprises, and we update our price list twice per year, usually around about the same time that the major carriers update their prices. So that would be like the Royal Mail or Every here in the UK, and that's usually around April or November time, so you know when to expect price increases from ourselves, and we'll always let you know in advance of any price increases. Now, we offer fast delivery, so our standard delivery time, our processing time is 1 business day, regardless of what the item is, and you can upgrade your order to next day delivery for as little as, it says $3.99 there, but we've just had a price increase. It's now $4.19. I need to get that updated. It's now $4.19 for next day delivery anywhere in the UK. We also offer international shipping as well. Again, you can buy your own labels through Etsy or through Shopify, or off Shopify through the international Every website yourself. You will save money in doing that. The prices that we charge are available in our dropship price list. In the shipping, I'll show you our shipping rates now, which is this. These are shipping rates for drop shipping. This is if you're not supplying your own labels, you would pay essentially these rates once it loads. So you can see that we ship to Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Netherlands, Sweden, Ireland, Belgium, Poland, USA, Canada and Australia, and we charge these rates depending on the package size and weight of your order. If you're using your own labels, you don't pay any shipping fees at all because you're supplying your own labels, and if you're supplying your own labels, you can essentially ship to any country in the world. Now, which is what the next point says. We have a best-in-class refund policy, so we guarantee a no-hassle refund or replacement policy for any damaged or lost items, which means that regardless of what happens, we will always resolve any problems with that your customers have, and we have pre-written templates and procedures to help you deal with all of these issues incredibly easy. I'll just give you an example of these templates. We have dealing with order not received claims. We have templates pre-written if it's not yet late, order is now late, offer, replace or refund, offer a replacement if the customer confirms, shows you how to do that through our submit order information form, template for a refund, and template for immediate refund anyway. If you have to refund your customer, you can claim that refund for us. The only part of the order which is not refundable is the shipping element. If you purchase your own shipping labels, then we won't refund your shipping labels for you, and if you've paid us for shipping, then the shipping portion of the order is non-refundable as well, which is the policy here, the refund policy, waiver of dropship fee. So it's a best-in-class refund policy which guarantees that you'll be able to offer exceptional service to your customers. We also offer a completely white labeled solution for all dropshippers who sell our products or offer print on demand, which means that we can offer fully branded packing slips and invoices for your customers, so that when they receive the package from you, it's got a nice sticker on it with your logo, and when they open it up, it's got a nice invoice inside which also has your logo and a bit of text at the bottom, which you can customize at any time you like, just to give that brand that sense that the product has been fulfilled and just has come directly from yourself, which offers just more legitimacy for your actual brand. We offer complete ongoing support for all of our resellers through our reseller community, which is completely free to join. We also offer a free inclusive FBA prep service, so if you're interested in expanding your designs if you're interested in getting into FBA, you can also take advantage of our complimentary FBA prep service for your entire product range, which would mean that we would be able to prep all of your items for FBA and ship them to Amazon warehouses across the UK at no additional cost for you, which is all you would pay is just the unit cost to enroll the items into FBA, and you would just create shipments through our FBA wizard, which is available in our retailer app, and that essentially would allow you to start selling your products on Amazon FBA as well. We're very familiar with Amazon FBA requirements, and would have no problem getting you set up on FBA as well. And again, just to cap that off, you can get support with us 7 days a week. I'm always online, I'm always available any time of the day. Just reach out to me via our reseller portal, which runs on the Slack platform, and I'll be more than happy to help you out with any problems that you have. So we have some just frequently asked questions. I'm probably not going to read through these because this just explains what print on demand is for people who don't know, how to submit your orders, our pricing structure, how to get in refund policy and stuff like that. So that's pretty much everything that we offer with print on demand. Before I go, one last thing. If you are looking to get started with print on demand and you are looking to start with ourselves, there is one more way where we can help you, and that is our Dropship Launch Accelerator program, which in my opinion is the fastest way to reach £1,000 a month in sales with print on demand. And we can help you do that in several ways. one of the ways is that you can leverage our knowledge and expertise to actually take over and grow your print-on-demand store for you. And this is how we do it. So how it works is that we have you create your designs. You list those designs on your store. We ask you to do 5 per day as per our 3 rules. If you were at the beginning of the video and you were listening, then you would create listings on your store. We would log into your store every day. We would manage and optimize your store, to the best of our abilities, and we would essentially grow your store from 0 up to £1,000 a month in sales. And during that time, you would pay absolutely nothing for every single order that you sell. We cover all of the product costs right the way through from 0 until you reach £1,000 a month in sales within 12 months. So if we reach £1,000 a month in sales for you sooner than 12 months, then we will offer you a transition where you then take over the store and you start paying for the products. Otherwise, we offer an option for you to re-enroll, which I'll explain a little bit about that at the moment. Essentially, we pay for all the product costs. All of your other costs comes out of the sales revenue, things like your Etsy subscription, and we essentially cover all of the product costs for you. So, and you keep all the profits. So all the money that you get paid from Etsy gets paid directly to your bank account, and you get to keep all that money as profit. And we offer this Dropship Launch Accelerator program for anyone selling on eBay, Etsy, or Shopify within the UK market specifically. It doesn't matter if you're from overseas, you can still do this, but you do have to sell in the UK market. And if you are from overseas and want our help getting set up and selling in the UK market, we're already working with overseas sellers who are doing this, and we can help you get set up in the same way. Now, as you can see, here's an example of somebody we have helped. You can see this is an Etsy chart, and we updated this morning. As you can see, it's the 17th of April today. And as you can see, this seller is currently doing over £1,000 a month in sales. This is a store that we have built for someone. This is a store that we've built to over £1,000 a month in sales over a year ago. We've then transitioned that store over to them, and since then they've managed to sustain their sales at £1,000 a month in sales. And last year, in the last 12 months, they've done over 12,000 in sales on their Etsy store, and they've managed to sustain it at that level all by themselves. So as you can see, this is completely sustainable. It's not a flash in the pan. We can get you to £1,000 a month in sales, and then we can help you grow it. Or if you just want to sit at £1,000 a month in sales, which will make you a few £100s a month in profit, then you can do that as well, just like this seller has done. As you can see, their sales a year ago were just 9% down on what they are now. So you can see, if you extrapolate that back, that is just over £1,000 a month in sales. We also offer a money back guarantee, which is essentially if the amount of profit that you make after enrolling this program, no, let me stop there. If we fail to reach £1,000 a month in sales within 12 months, then our money back guarantee kicks in. And that essentially means that the price you pay for the program, so enrollment in the program today is just £695, which I believe provides exceptional value for what we're offering. If you don't make the equivalent, if we don't get you to £1,000 a month in sales, if you don't make £695 in profit during that time, we'll just pay you back the difference. So it just makes the entire program completely risk-free for you. The only risk is time. It's just time and effort on your part. So, but essentially, we haven't had to pay anyone out yet on that guarantee because we've basically always reached the target. So yeah. So to qualify for the program, there are a couple of requirements. Number one is that you have to be able to list. Well, first of all, you need an Etsy store or an eBay store or a Shopify store you can do this with. You need to be able to provide access to that store, and we do that via a shared password, temporary password that you set up, which you give us access to, and then we use that temporary password to log into your store every single day, and I'll explain a little bit more about how that works. With Shopify, it's slightly different. On Shopify, we would log in with our own login. We would request access to your store via the Shopify Partners collaborator option, and then we would have our own login for Shopify, so we can just log into your store and manage it as and when we need. In terms of how we grow these stores, we use exactly the same principles as that I've shared with you at the beginning of this video, in that on Etsy you would create, or eBay, you would create 5 listings per day in your store. We would do everything else for you. On Shopify, the difference is you would reach out to 5 influencers per day, and we would ship all of those free gifted products to your influencers completely free of charge, and we will also ship all of your resulting customer orders completely free of charge as well. We pay for all of the product costs, and you keep all the profit for up to 12 months while we build your store to over £1,000 a month in sales. It's an absolutely incredible offer. Now, the other benefit of why you might want to be interested in this is because, going back to one of the major problems with getting your business off the ground with print on demand, is pricing. Now, anyone enrolled in our dropship program is not paying, dropship launch accelerator program is not paying for products. So we actually don't really care what you sell our products for. So you create your products on Etsy or Shopify and you can list them at any price you want. We do have a set program of what we think you should sell our products for. Those are our list prices, and it's slightly different on Shopify the way we do it, but we can explain that to you. But essentially, you can either follow our advice or you can just take the freedom of the program and just set your prices yourself. Obviously, if you set your prices at £1, we'd probably advise against doing that, because we have run experiments before and we have set all of our prices at £1 just to see what would happen, and essentially the result was, well, just hardly anything. So that doesn't work. You have to do it responsibly, but you do have complete freedom over your pricing throughout the entirety of the program, and we don't try and dictate that to you in any way. We cover the cost of the product, as we said. We ship all of the orders for free. The shipping labels are purchased from the platform that you're selling on, so that's eBay, Etsy or Shopify, and then the resulting net profit is what you keep yourself as profit all the way through. We will then log in twice per day, Monday to Friday, and once on the weekend, and when we log in, we will manage all of your listings and optimize them for you. We will manage the ad campaigns, we'll manage all the promotions, all the shipping, all the customer service, and we'll do all of that for you for 1 year, or until we reach £1,000 a month in sales, and you get to keep all of the profit your store makes. Now, after you reach £1,000 a month in sales, we give you 2 options. Option number 1 is that we then transition the daily operations over to you. You take over, you start paying for the products just as any normal dropshipper would doing print on demand. You would then start paying the unit cost per product, and then you would essentially just go on your way and continue with your store how you like. You still get completely free ongoing support and mentorship from ourselves through our free seller community. So you'll have me on hand at any time just to help you with any ongoing problems that you may experience in terms of growing your store from there. Option number 2 is that we can offer you a Dropship Launch Accelerator re-enrollment, and you can re-enroll in our growth program, which means that we can then grow your store from £1,000 a month in sales. We'll take you from £1,000 up to £2,000 a month in sales, and we charge a one-off enrollment cost of $395 plus 20 weekly payments of £100 a week, and this is priced in such a way that once you start making £1,000 a month in sales, the profit that you will be making from £1,000 a month in sales will be enough to pay for your re-enrollment. The re-enrollment fee is only for 20 weeks, so it's only 5 months, and everything after that will just be net profit for you. We continue to do everything we do to grow your store, and we continue to supply and ship all your products for free as well. So, just to wrap this video up, because it's already over an hour, how long does it reach £1,000 a month in sales? So on average, it takes between 6 to 12 months to reach a store to £1,000 a month in sales, and we're continuously working on your store every single day to help you get to £1,000 a month in sales. During this time, you'll have complete access to your store throughout, as will we. And yeah, so so basically roughly between 6 to 12 months is generally what we see. Will I have access to my account? As I just explained, yes, you keep access to your account. The only caveat here is that whilst you're enrolled in this program, you have to sell our products exclusively, because selling other products can affect your performance. So if you are currently selling products from other suppliers, you would have to remove those products from your store. How do you provide access to your account? Well, this is provided through a temporary shared password. So when we do an initial login with you after enrollment in the program, we would ask you to create a shared password that you would give to us securely through our retailer portal, and then we would use that shared password throughout the entirety of the program to log into your account as and when needed. And every time we log into your account, we let you know in advance, so that you know we're attempting to log in. And in most cases with eBay and Etsy, you require a one-time passcode anyway, and you would need to provide that passcode to us each time via our retailer portal. With Shopify, it's slightly different because we'd have our own separate login. We can actually just log into your store as often as we like. Are there any additional costs? Well, aside from the initial enrollment fee, which is just $6.95 today, other fees like subscriptions and selling fees, shipping labels, are completely covered by your sales revenue. They have been by every single store that we've enrolled, and they will be for your store as well, so you don't need to worry about that. All of the net payouts are just kept by you, because all the money that you receive from these platforms gets paid direct to your bank account, and you keep that as profit throughout the entirety of the program, and we expect you to make more than what the program's worth anyway. How much profit does £1,000 a month in sales equate to? Well, what we have seen and what we know already is that £1,000 a month in sales will equate to around 40% net profit whilst enrolled in the program. When you start paying for the products, obviously you'll have product cost then on top of that, so your net profit will then be more like a reasonable net profit margin of say 20 to 30%. Right, that is pretty much everything. You can see this is a video that I posted a couple of weeks ago, which is worth a watch. It's on my channel, and it's essentially me proposing this program before we actually launched it to publicly on Reddit, and we asked people to grill it, and we did get a bit of a grilling, and I just went back through these comments and just went on. It's a really fun video to watch. I recommend it. Just an example of how we're currently doing with someone else. This is Ben. This is somebody we've been featuring for a number of weeks now. He enrolled his store in our Dropship Launch Accelerator program 8 weeks ago. This is his actual performance chart, and he is basically doing pretty much, he's in week 9 now, so we update this every Friday. He's doing £450 a month in sales already, and I can tell you he's actually just shy of £500 a month in sales coming up. So we'll update this now on Friday. So if you want to check back to the website on Friday, you should see an updated chart from Ben. And yeah, so he's doing exceptionally well. He's already benefiting from the profit that he's earning from his sales, and we're well on our way to reach a target of £1,000 a month in sales within the 12 months, as we guarantee that we'll do for you. And so that pretty much sums up our Dropship Launch Accelerator program. If you are interested in getting started with this, with print on demand, then I think it's an excellent option for you. It can really accelerate your growth with your print on demand business. I think it's totally worth it. It's exceptionally well priced, probably too well priced in my opinion. But yeah, if you do want to jump on board, if you're on the fence, just book a call with me. I'm happy to go over anything with you, and then we can just get you set up and started straight away, and we can have you up and running within the next few days. If you have any questions, please drop it down below in the comments, and I would appreciate a like and a subscribe on this video, and you can also ask questions directly on the website as well. And wherever you see this on our website, join our seller community. Just put in your email there and you can join our seller community, which is completely free. You don't need to register or sign up for anything. It works on the Slack platform, so you have to create a Slack account, but that then gives you access to our reseller community for free, and then you can just ask me any questions. I know some people don't like coming on video calls anyway. So that pretty much sums up everything I have to share with you today in terms of print on demand. Hopefully I'll make another video for you in the next couple of days. We offer a ton of services to help dropshippers and FBA sellers. If you want to learn more about us and what we do, you can head to our website or just check out the links in the description, and I will leave it there for now. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it always, and I will catch you in the next one. Alright, cheers guys, take it easy, see you later.